Hello, hello, and welcome to our Moody Monday. It's day 3319. 33 days. And things have changed a bit. 19 days for these folks. Your eyes are not deceiving you. They are all in the same enclosure. That's right. Preschoolers moved on up. Mama's tired of paying crazy electric bills to heat all the babies, so we had to make some bold moves. Bold moves were required, weren't they, Callie? Callie knows about bold moves, don't you, Callie? So yeah, bold moves were made. Also, I put my thinking cap on because the water was an issue. The water was a big issue. I had to change the water probably 6 to 8 times a day. I could have done it every 15 minutes probably. So I put on my thinking cap, which was in cold storage, and come up with this little jiggy here. So I got my jute twine out, and I tied a little string around here, around the bottom, right there. Took one of the end of that string and brought it up, and then just tied little strings in 4 places around that original string, and then tied it up to one of my little hooks. I originally bought these hooks to hang things in my shower, and as things will be on Amazon, I could only order like 12. I only needed 1, so I had quite a few left over. And, yeah. So everybody's getting along very well. I'm very pleased. I was concerned. I was worried about, especially, like, Parabola is an ostrich. He's not a chicken. So Rural King is going to get lambasted for false advertising because this is an ostrich and that is a condor. Now these are chickens. I'll go ahead and agree that Fiddle and Faddle are chickens, but that is a condor, and this is an ostrich. Because look at those legs. When he stands straight up. Yeah, look, ostrich. That's what that is. So anyway, I was worried about Parabola because Parabola can be very curious and a little bossy, so I was worried. But he actually was the first to be peaceful about things. He came over and sat down with them, and he was trying to make them feel comfortable. I went ahead and put 2 food bowls in here because I noticed that the self-segregation exists within all camps. But if you'll see here, Dale is tweeting along quite nicely with all the others. So it's gone very well. I'm very happy with how things have gone along. I can't express the difference that like an inch under the water bowl makes. It's unreal. Like I cleaned that out this morning, probably about 3 hours ago, maybe longer. And you see, so this should have happened a long time ago. But Mama's a little slow on the uptake sometimes. So this one's working out really well too. I had a bigger hook that I'd purchased some time ago and used that for that one. And that one is just fantastic. You can see Fiddle is doing some side hustle down here. Yeah, they're funny. They need something like dirt where they can dust, because that's what they're trying to do. And all he gets is hard plastic floor. So yeah. They need, they're ready to spend some time outside. Unfortunately, the weather just does not cooperate in any way. Right, like today, it's 50 degrees outside, which is pretty fair, but it is very rainy and cloudy. If it was sunny, it wouldn't be too bad, but the way it is now. We got Faddle over there doing some side hustle too. The Condor Falco. Yeah, they're these down here are doing really good. I did some observations down in Cluckersburg on what it's going to take to get that place up to snuff. And let me tell you, I don't know, has anyone priced plywood lately? Like exterior plywood sheeting? Wow. That's all I'm going to say is wow. And so we're trying to come up with alternatives for exterior sheeting for Cluckersburg, because the price that we found for exterior plywood sheeting is like $40 to $50 a sheet. And when you need 17 of those, that math is very, very ugly. So we've expanded our views into other alternatives, which there are a myriad of other options to go with. And we're hashing all those out right now to go with the longest lasting and the least expensive. So those two things don't normally go together, so it's been a very difficult process. But I have found that the exterior, like the rec yard, is going to be pretty inexpensive, I think. I've been, again, sifting the internet for materials that can be used for that. They have rabbit fence, which looks really good because, again, we are going to have rabbits as well. So the rabbit fence idea sounds very good to me. They and it's rather inexpensive. I won't say very because that's not a thing right now, but it's less expensive than other things like hardware cloth. So I think we're going to go with rabbit fence and get some posts and all that jazz. But yeah, so it's going to happen. I hope to have these guys maybe by the end of March, to have them in, well, they're going to have to be in Cluckersburg, the building, before March, or before the end of March, because these are going to continue to grow, and they're going to outgrow this enclosure pretty quickly. It's almost there. So I could probably keep these guys in this entire thing, but just in this one kennel is not going to be sufficient for much longer. I'm thinking maybe a week, week and a half, maybe 2 weeks I can stretch it, keeping them in there, but they get really annoyed with each other as it is, being this close. Putting these perches has really helped. That has helped a lot. They seem to be a little less frustrated with each other. So, and then of course these guys are going to be that size in no time. So yeah, always got to be thinking to the future and how we're going to expand and make accommodation for these guys. So I think I'm going to take a corner of Cluckersburg, the building, and turn it into an area for these guys, run some electric out there, and have a heat lamp for them still, because through the month of March we will still have some colder nights, and with the youngins, I don't think these guys will have a problem with that in a week or two. I think they'll be good to go. But they'll be inside. There just won't be like a lot of insulation, and I can get a heat lamp in there for them. So I think it'll be all right. But yeah, everything's good. I did do a video of when I actually introduced the little ones in here, so you can kind of see what the reaction was. I thought I would snap that on to the end of the video, and mainly wanted to give updates on our revelation on the water. Well, hey Drago, what's going on, big guy? Back there, swimming, trying to find a way out. Wish I knew why he did that. He's not doing it as much with the coconut substrate, but he still acts like he's being held against his will, which, I mean, in reality, that's the case. So Sorry, bro. I mean, I would let you go, but I don't think you would fare so well. So yeah, that's the story. We're all sticking with it. Look at him. All clucking around in harmony. That's good. Alright, everyone. Check out the little bit that I'm going to add here to the end, and have a wonderful day. Hello, everyone. I'm going to try a little social experiment, if you will. I'm going to try putting the baby chickens in with the kindergartners. So let's see what happens here. This is my effort at energy conservation here at Camp Friendly Feather. We respect the environment with Friends of the Feather, and we're trying to cut back on energy consumption. So we're going to cause trauma. Here we have Dale. Or no, this is Chip the Chunk. Chip the Chunk is going to meet Callie, apparently. And he is going to go in with the large kids. We're going to see what happens here. I'm going to try to get him in here as quickly as possible, because they will start getting lonely and distressed if they don't have their friends, I think. We're going to try this and see what happens. And considering at some point they are going to have to be together, so let's see what happens here. We've got some of the big birds looking not so happy. Looks like we got Fifi checking Dale out. I mean, when you look at the size of Laddie and Wi-Fi over there, you can see that I mean, there's quite a bit of size difference there already. And these guys aren't that much smaller. Oswald is about the size of Felicity. So, Chip, same story. Everybody freeze. They don't know what to do. They're like, what in the world? Okay, alright. Okay. Those two are so funny. Okay, so this might work. I was afraid that the big ones were going to start getting all weird, because they're like that with Felicity and Parabola sometimes still. Parabola will get a little chesty. Huh. I guess we see what happens. We got one over in the corner saying, nope, not even going to take part in it. We got a few cheeks going on, but I don't think those are from the babies. I think those are from the big chickens. I think it's from this little gathering that's going on here. Huh. Alright, we're going to let this roll and see what happens. I would really like to get that other heat lamp turned off. So hopefully we can make this work. If there's any major aggression or singling out of certain chicks or anything like that, then we might have to abort mission. But well, goodness, Oswald, I don't think that's necessary. See, Oswald and Felicity are about the same size. Gwen seems to be doing all right. Her and Chip the Chunk are the two that I'm most concerned about, because they're the smallest of the babies. Yeah, Dale and Oswald I'm not too worried about. Alright, we're going to let this go and see what happens. Later, y'all.